Hey guys, we're back with Chaos Head. When we last left off, Takumi was in the psychiatric ward, I believe. So let's get started. Oh, my headset isn't on. Okay, I was like, wait, where's the freaking music? Oh, so we cut to the. Oh, I just got an error message. Okay. Oh, the Chaos has. Okay. Thanks, Chaos Head. Where do you think you're going? Load. Hey, you can't do it. What? Chaos Head? Come on, buddy. Don't do this, man. Okay, well, good thing I have a counter. Got your Chaos Edge. Darth Spider? Psychopath. Alright, there's the monitors and stuff. We're doing a recap episode. So how much of this actually happened? Like, was he actually even on the roof at all? I imagine he was, but like, were there even people there? Okay, now. Okay, there we go. Another investigation meeting was convened in the Shibuya Police Department's conference room today. All the detectives were exhausted and looked exasperated at the thought of how many hours this fruitless meeting might continue. Around when Matsunaga began listening to the individual investigators' reports, Bon unexpectedly raised his hand and gingerly stood up. Oh, you can't see the screen. Hey, turn this thing on. Hold on. Properties. No. Properties. I'm a genius. Okay, we're good now. I'm not editing that, by the way. Not only Matsunaga, but the other detectives and also Suwa, who had been sitting beside Bon, listening to him with dubious expressions. Wearing his usual frivolous and friendly smile, Bon gave them a quick bow with his head, then looked around.
先日インターネット上に投稿されたいわゆる集団ダイブの映像についてなんですが、実はちょっとした発見をしまして。え?
Does it have to do with a wheelchair? Or oh, Takumi claimed that it was from a low enough perspective and there's a metal sound. So wore a face of blatant surprise. We can't really test that because, we didn't actually see a video. We just saw, a picture. It was expected because Bonnie had investigated the film without saying a single word about it to Suwa, who he was supposed to have paired up with. Then again, the reason for it wasn't that he wanted to keep it a secret from Suwa, but rather...
君は確か貼り付けの捜査担当だったはずだが、なぜ集団ダイブについて調べている?
Well, that's pretty much what it came down to. Bond had taken independent action, ignoring instructions from headquarters. If he got Suwa involved in it, a young detective with a bright future ahead of him might get tied down by his superiors. He avoided that.
まあ、とりあえず見てくださいって。
Laughing foolishly, Bond took two elongated photos from a file close at hand. He stuck them to the blackboard with magnets.
これはどっちも集団ダイブの現場となったコーネリアスタワー屋上の写真です。
Where's the tower in this one?
右の写真は例のミュウツベ投稿映像から抜き出したもの。左のは昨日の夜、私がタワー屋上に行って撮ってきたものになります。何か違いに気づきませんか?
His demeanor full of insinuations, Bond slowly surveyed the large conference room before finally looking straight at Matsunaga.
君は弁護士にでもなったつもりがね。要点を分かりやすく説明したまえ。
Next to Bond, Suwa kept craning his neck. Nor did the other detectives make any effort to hide their confusion. There's no tower.
背景がね、違うんです。投稿映像のカメラは北東へ向かってる。5人が転落したのが北東だったから間違いない。で、映像では3分29秒から約15秒間、カメラが左右へ大きく触れるんですが、その時に東に向いた時の映像がこの右側の写真なわけです。コーネリアスタワーの東、つまり六本木方面ですね。東京タワーが夜景
So
の
what does
中に
this
し
mean?
っかり映ってる。
They were on a different tower?
目立ち
Or
ますね。でもね、もう一つよく目立つものが
but no,
映ってないんです。
that little red bit is the same there.
よく目立つもの
Ice Nero, stroking the scraps of beards on his jaw with his hand, Bond put on a self-deprecating smile.
六本木ビルズですよ。
あ、
The conference room burst into a commotion. Indeed, one couldn't see the light of the Yapanigi Bills building in the photo taken from the uploaded video. I said that right. The photo Bond snapped yesterday, on the other hand, had clearly captured both the Tokyo Tower and the lighted windows of Yapanagi Bills.
で、たまたま見つけたんですが、コーネリアスタワーのホテルロビーにタワー完成当時のパネルが展示してありましてね。そのパネルの一つがこれ。
Bond took a new photo out of a file and stuck the two photos next to each other. It too was a picture of the Yapanagi view from the roof of the tower, but it was a daytime photo, not a nighttime.
六本木ビルズが映ってますよね。建設中ですが。
The rumble in the conference room swelled. Matsunaga fell silent and regarded the photos sternly.
コーネリアスタワーの完成は2001年。六本木ビルズの完成は2003年。
Does that mean the video was taken in between 2001 and 2003?
タワー完成当時の写真では当然ながら六本木ビルズは建設中でまだ高さもほとんどない。だが集団ダイブが起きたのは今年。映ってなきゃおかしいですよね。六本木ビルズ。ちなみに投稿映像に細工された形跡はなかった。
つまり何が言いたいんだ
As though losing his patience, Matsunaga urged him on in a grumpy-sounding voice.
非常に言いにくいんですが。
まさか先輩、この映像が撮られたのは2003年以前、つまり5年以上前って言いたいんですか
Oi oi, Suwa. Bond's shoulders dropped, crestfallen. Suwa said exactly what he meant to imply, but he admired this young detective's mental sharpness and discernment. When you started it straight up like that, couldn't help but seem much more sketchy. Bond's prudence about whether or not to say it had returned to the earth, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
バカバカしい小説の読みすぎではないがね映像に映っている被害者5人の顔は一致しているんだあれが5年前のもののはずがないそんなつまらないことを調べている暇があったら聞き込みの一つでもしたらどうだ警部補
ああ。
Suwa! He ruined it intentionally.
今のは聞かなかったことにするそれと後で話がある
Because
か
he's evil.
ら会議が終わったら残りたまえ
Just like Kazuki. Bond let out a small sigh, gave up, and sat down. Well, it wasn't like he thought anyone would believe him. But if you're trying to tell me Hazuki isn't evil, you're wrong. Remember the Nazumi clipboard? That was totally suspicious. Lethargically waving his fan at himself, he inwardly muttered sour grapes. That said, Bond himself hadn't determined the answer as to why the video didn't show Yapanagi bills. After I found out that Nanami was alive, a doctor came to me and asked me number of simple questions. The questions to determine whether or not my condition was back to normal. As I answered half-heartedly, I made the decision to leave the hospital before my mom arrived. Oh, wait, they let him go. Okay. How could I possibly face my family after having been shamed in front of the whole nation? But besides, if Nanami came, I was positive I'd be overjoyed and start bawling. Without any idea of how I felt, Nanami would yell at me straight-faced, saying, "Don't make me worry so much, you moron!" When I envisioned that scene, I almost fainted from embarrassment. As a result, I decided to beat a strategic retreat before I fell into such a situation. After nibbling a little bit at the horrible breakfast they gave me, I furtively left the hospital room. I descended to the first floor and crossed the lobby. Since the hospital hadn't opened yet, the lobby, which was normally bulging at the seams with old people, was now quiet and still. I managed to breeze out through the front entrance. Fortunately, the automatic doors opened properly for me. The nurses and physicians... I said that right, didn't I? Might get angry at me for stepping out of the hospital on my own, but all I had to do was avoid going back there until things cooled down. Oh, we just kind of left. There shouldn't be any issues with the hospitalization fee. Since I'd left a note for my mom with, "Please pay them later." Though I'd spent the night at the hospital, I felt physically fine. Physiologically, psychologically, there we go. Knowing that Nanami was okay had made my gloom lessen considerably. Proceeding with great care, in case Shogun and Yura were lying in wait for me along the way, I hastened back to my base. Everything looks normal. Wait, what's this? It's the yellow thing! Come back. My emotional state was utterly different from when I left here last night. Oh no, where's my Saratan ring? Oh wait, it's in my pocket. Okay. First, now I felt refreshed. In fact, I wanted to say a word or two to yesterday's self. You take the bait too easily. M9. Then base. Nanami's gonna be okay even without you freaking out like that, lol. That kind of thing. But yesterday had been really tough. Anything and everything had been tough. In the morning, there was that weird phone call. An earthquake took place. My hard disk data got cleared. When forced to witness ISA's failed suicide attempt. Shogun had emailed me. He sent me a severed hand. A severed hand. My hyper mood drained away in an instant. Wait, is it still there? Swallowed jerkily and cast my line aside at the fridge. That hand was in there. You put it in the fridge? Yesterday, before leaving here, after considering what to do about it with my discombobulated mind, stuck the hand in the fridge for the time being. I left it hanging around outside. It might not. The smell of blood would lie thick. Sci-fi anime and movies often use the premise that people can remain in a state of apparent death for hundreds of years, as long as you keep them frozen in storage. In a word, landed on the same sort of idea. I don't think your fridge is cold enough. Yesterday, I honestly thought that once Nanami was safe, her hand was preserved with even a little of its former freshness, maybe they could surgically reattach it. That is possible if you do it within a couple hours. I don't know the exact amount of time, but if it weren't Nanami's hand, whose could it be? How was it supposed to account for the cell phone and mangle? Unless my eyes were mistaken, those definitely belonged to Nanami. Just look in the fridge and see if there's a hand or not. When I called her, they connected me to the cell phone in the hand's grip. Or else everything, those parts included, were part of the trap Shogun had laid for me. Was it really possible to be so perfectly replicate Nanami's arm? Maybe I ought to check one more time. Although I seriously didn't want to. A human hand? Disgusting. Recalling it nearly made me throw up, even if it were Nanami's. Simply because of that, I wouldn't let it stay in the fridge for who knows how long. That's right, I wouldn't be able to show my coat either. For a second I thought of giving it to the police, but on the second thought, they suspected me of being the new giant perpetrator. Under those circumstances, it'd be suicidal to call 911 and tell them, "Please take a severed hand from me." I think that's probably the safest thing you can actually do. What should I do? Maybe I ought to throw it away. I felt like it'd be bad to check if it were Nanami's arm, hypothetically speaking. For starters, was it okay to throw a human hand in the garbage? Or, if you were going to, did it belong with burnable garbage? Unburnable garbage? Scratch my head. Nothing would come from pondering it. For now, I should take a more careful look at the bracelet the hand was wearing and the cell phone it held. See whether they are Nanami's or not. Shut in front of the fridge and grip its handle. Closed my eyes and took 2 or 3 deep breaths. I was tempted to call him and have her examine it in my place, but I soon chased away that temptation. Yumi might be my ally, but finding a human hand in my fridge would make anyone pull back. They're screwed up, she might grow weary of me and send me to the police. Okay, Takumi has common sense. This is good. My only option was to do something about it myself. Good luck, Takumi. I mean, I doubt there's actually a hand in there, but I grit my teeth, took another 2 deep breaths, and my mind made up, I pulled the handle. Huh? Gone. I didn't spot it anywhere. The hand that I definitely put in here yesterday, hand wrapped in aluminum foil, left it on the top level. Not even a shadow of it remained. In the fridge there were several plastic bottles of Coke and some rotting clementines. That was all. Disappeared. Why? It unexpectedly vanished. I crouched and peeked all the way to the back of the fridge, but it still wasn't there. Anyway, I couldn't have overlooked it, given that there wasn't much in here, and it was mostly empty. Put it in here yesterday, didn't I? Or did I just make myself think that, and in reality, I left it sitting out? Closed the fridge and looked around the trash-strewn room. The cardboard box is gone, too. The large cardboard box that the hand had been put in. What had I done with it yesterday? It says that I tossed it in the corner of the room, but at any rate, my memories of last night weren't very clear, because yesterday had been even more eventful than my brain capacity could handle. Not to mention that each event had a huge impact on me, been out of sorts from start to finish. Calm down, cool your head, and try to get organized. Let's think about why the hand that had been there yesterday is gone. What reasons can I think of for the disappearance of the hand in my fridge? I was mistaken. I left it somewhere else in my room. Yesterday, I myself took it outside and threw it away somewhere. Shogun took it back. In truth, the police searched my room and confiscated it. The mass media broke it and stole it. The hand didn't even exist in the first place. So 3 and 6 are really the only valuable ones. Well, I mean, technically 2 as well. Because I'm still not convinced that Takumi is totally innocent. I'm using my mouse cursor to underline Shogun here, if you can get that. I'm being subtle about it. I started up my word processing software and began writing up a list of the various possibilities that occurred to me. My base has been unlocked ever since yesterday, so anyone could have entered without much difficulty. In fact, that's precisely why Shogun had been able to leave the hand in my room. Or was it 2? I don't have any clear memories of when I left it here to go to Ofrent. My feeling of I have to save Nanami and the fear of Shogun, it came when I saw the hand. In any case, energy of emotion spiraled in me, filling me to the brim, and I've been cool-headed at all. Maybe I had unconsciously taken the hand with me when I left it, thrown it away in the trash can somewhere. Alternatively, everything about the hand had been a delusion. In truth, it had never existed to begin with. When I opened the email, yesterday's mail from Shogun was still there. All the stuff about his present to me and whatnot was written there, plain as day. Besides, Shogun himself had referred to the hand yesterday. I had a real hard time thinking of it as being a delusion of mine. About the possibility that the police or the media had taken it. They look at otaku creeps like me with contempt, so the chances of that might be unexpectedly strong. I was scared to go online after yesterday's events. Even so, couldn't keep from wanting to see for myself. I opened my browser. Begin by looking at the main news page at Taboo, plus the news sites I usually frequented. As expected, there are a bunch of articles lined up about yesterday's bedlam at the pedestrian scramble. There's no pictures, are there? Approximately 5,000 fans booed for over an hour. Fights also broke up between them. 13 arrests. Give me with a prank email from Boy N. Should be a resident and self-proclaimed expert. What? So, supposedly I sent them an email. Yuri Brightman contacted him. Okay, so Yuri Brightman isn't the professor from the staking incident. 40%? It did not lead to rating success. However, Boyan was not an expert or anything of the sort. He riled up viewers by showing signs of being about to jump from the building countless times, but his performance ended there. Dissatisfied, reporters charged the roof in an attempt to at least obtain some kind of commentary about the Nugent cases. That too misfired. Said the boy collapsed on the roof, holding a cosplay costume from her favorite Hollywood movie, as well as a moe anime figure. According to Professor HorseyEatYou, an expert in otaku culture, there are an increasing number of youths who have heroic dreams without a thought for the trouble they might cause for those around them. No. It's Shogun. Influenced by anime and games, he must have lost the ability to distinguish between fantasy and okay, this is spot on actually. Began to actually put his dreams into action. He needs psychological care. Whatever else, this is the case of a most peculiar false alarm. I hadn't emailed the media. I'd never seen Yuri Brantman's face TV show. Naturally, I knew not a thing about him. What could it all mean? Everything had been arranged by Shogun after all. What for? He talked about a quest or something. But what was there to begin by pushing me to get a D-sword, to the point of making the media feature me in a live broadcast? I didn't understand what Shogun wanted to do. He'd even let Nanami go with her life. Followed the links to read all kinds of articles, but not one of them touched on Shogun. There had to be almost no time gap between when I barreled at Shogun and the mass media came rushing in. Even if Shogun had used that time to flee, he would without a doubt have been spotted by the media. He wasn't there, you idiot! It's still more inconceivable for someone in a wheelchair, and his Shogun, who should have been able to use his legs freely, to escape the scene in such a short period of time. Oh. I got Skype. I got Skype. That's how you say it. You're on camera. Say hi, YouTube. He said hi, YouTube. What's up? What's up? Furthermore, I took a look at the channel. As I'd predicted, things were going wild in there. They repeated my real name over and over. Oh. Wasn't that Nishijo's dude's uniform from Sume? Hey, anyone in this thread is Sume student? Boy and too stupid, lol. What? Chill out, Nishijo, for real. Takumi, we're gonna get bashed again because of you. Oh. Give me a little bit. At channel found out my real name. And they're making fun of me. They found out what figure he's holding. Sarah from Barachu. Ha. What? What's wrong with Barachu? Taku freaks are crying over this lol. That Nishijo guy should have just shut himself up instead of getting on TV or whatever. Did they? Why is it always that channel, by the way? Because 2chan is copyright. Shift 2chan isn't though. It's always at-chan, is it? I only see at-chan in Site Adventure series. Gaia said, Steins Gate, etc. Is that channel that common? I've only seen it, well, that, you know, I've seen, I forget how they, you know, translate it in other words, like maybe like 3chan or something. Sarah, oh no, Sarah, this should show you dummy. I'm gonna send you flying with an awakening rocket body blow. How'd he know? Already done. One of his classmates from last year came out and exposed all of his personal information. So depressing. They're all saying whatever the heck they wanted, taunting me without any idea of how I felt. That channel was scary when it turned against you. Shogun was to blame for this as well. That aside, I thought Underground News that they couldn't show on television would get posted on that channel, but I didn't spot anything of the sort. Nothing was going on about how there had been one more person on the UFO front besides me. Almost as though... almost as though the person called Shogun hadn't been there from the start. Maybe the Shogun who appeared then had been no more than a phantom of the real Shogun. Even if his existence were certain, it was also possible that the Shogun who had been in Ofrant was a delusion I'd created. I might be sick in the head after all. One of the things that should have been impossible, realistically speaking, kept happening to me. It was like a game. A world where Nanami had died, a world where she was alive. Like, the two of them stood side by side, and had the option to pick either one. Similar to the decision points in Arioge, the future branched infinitely. The differences between me and ordinary people is that I had delusions of the choice that leads to an unhappy outcome could simulate the event to come. Such as an event where Nanami died, where Ayase jumped to death, when I fell off the roof of Ofrant and died. In short, the unhappiness that visited me over and over as though someone had planned it out, might in fact have been a mental trap I laid out for myself. In the midst of a boring and unchanging everyday life, I wished to immigrate to a world as stimulating as a game, I unconsciously showed it to myself in the form of delusions. Impossible. I never possessed any such desire. Oh, oops. At least, I'd say no thanks to any simulation that would scare or sadden me. Really, just how over-imaginative can I get? Even all the things I was thinking of now were ultimately no more than idiotic, childish delusions. Sighed and leaned against my chair's backrest. Hey, the ceiling's not made of wood. He said a while ago. Was that like his old house or something? Looking distractedly up at the ceiling. Reality was indeterminate. Everything began to appear like a lie. The world called I was so hollow.
Oh boy. 女性の変死体が発見されました。被害者は江戸川区に住む十勝あやみさん27歳で、死因は喉を詰まらせたことによる窒息死とみられています。警察の調べによりますと、被害者の右手の肉が削り取られて骨が露出しており、また胃の中からは人間の肉とみられる内容物が見つかりました。被害者は自らの右手を噛みちぎって食べたとみられ、また
her hand
で縛られていたとのことです。警察では自殺・他殺の両面から捜査を進めています。
Tasty hand. Ever since the city suffered through a magnitude 5 earthquake, the air in Tripia turned savage. Tripia's public order is visibly worsening. It didn't end merely with brawls between young people. The situation included an explosive surge in theft. The mass media frequently use the words new generation to fan the flames of people's sense of danger and enclosure, which in response led to phenomenon like certain stores suddenly calling off business. Additionally, the demonstrators who have been marching under the banner of the anti-new gen once per week suddenly caused a riot and caused the Shibuya Police Department, and rushed the Shibuya Police Department. Over 100 arrests resulted from their clash with the police force. As it happened during the commotion about the Asbury Boy, several thousand rubberneckers gathered to enjoy the festival. The difference in mood between those who had simply visited Shibuya and those who lived there grew striking. The former anticipated leaving greater idiocy and chaos. The latter lamented Shibuya's shift towards lawlessness and advocated giving the police greater freedom to act. The sixth new gen incident occurred as though to mock this chain of disturbances. Naturally, the culprit remained at large. Okay, I think I'll call it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back next time with Chaos Head. See ya.